FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together.
Hey, Ed over here at FICM Repair, talking to you about no start issues and troubleshooting. First of all, recognize that without gauges, and there's links to some options below, without gauges, you're doing a whole lot of guessing. Without numbers, you're doing a whole lot of guessing when diagnosing a no start on a Powerstroke 6-liter. Without monitoring gauges, you just don't know what's going on. And so, I would tell you that you can take it to a shop and have them hook it up to their computer and pay their money. Or you can buy the gauge one time, you'll own it forever. And when you have that, then now all of a sudden you're in a better position to know what's going on. So ultimately what we're talking about is what causes these things. So if a no start cold issue happens, very, very, very frequently, that is indeed a fuel injection control module problem, but not always. If it's a no start hot issue, very commonly, that is a high pressure oil system problem, but not always. So if it's a no start cold issue, recognize that what that is just a standard no start. It could be anything. Maybe you're out of fuel, maybe you're not spinning the motor over fast enough because your batteries are too low. You need to have a given number of RPM to even get cam sync and crank sync. But without gauges, you're not going to know if you have cam sync and crank sync, so that's kind of a problem. So you need to have at least, I think it's 150 RPM to get cam and crank sync if everything's copacetic there. So maybe you've got a weak starter, maybe you've got some weak batteries, or maybe you've got some bad grounds. Don't know. As far as the FICM is concerned, yes, there are other videos on our site that talk about how to check the voltage on a FICM, and there's also in the frequently asked questions page on FICMRepair.com, there's a write-up on how to do it. Take a digital voltmeter, and you can do that without aftermarket gauges. But you're running the risk of hurting your FICM if you do that, so be very careful. The directions are incredibly specific on how not to hurt the FICM while testing for that voltage. But if your voltage is less than 45, then, well, yeah, you've got a FICM problem, and there's actually a technical service bulletin out by Ford that says if you've got FICM problems, and well, you've got other problems, probably fix the FICM problems first. Take care of that and kind of see what else is remaining. The only little asterisk I'd add to that is that before you go ahead and install your replacement fuel injection control module, it does make sense to verify the health of your alternator and your batteries and clean up your grounds, and maybe replace your FICM relay as part of it. And that way you're not putting your fresh FICM in harm's way. As far as no start hot problems, that can be a FICM. It's probably high pressure oil though. The way to find out is to take a look at ICP voltage, injection control pressure voltage. Everyone gets caught up on PSI. And yes, it's true, you need 500 PSI to enable the possibility of ignition. 100% correct. But a lot of tuners, they actually spoof, if you will, they trick the engine control module into thinking that it's got PSI numbers that it doesn't have. But the voltage numbers, they're to be believed. So if you've got more than 1 volt of injection control pressure during cranking, then you can feel good that you have over 500 PSI. Now the other thing you can do is, as a telltale, is you can take a look at your injection pressure regulator valve, your IPR, and take a look at its duty cycle. Key on, engine off, that should be 14.4 to say 15. 14.8 is a common number. But then during cranking, it might spike up to 85%, but then it's going to settle back down in the 40s and maybe 50s during cranking. And so you can see, hey, do I have a problem there? If it hangs out at 85 and just stays there, yeah, you've got a high pressure oil system problem. So, hope this helps somebody. Those are the common issues. Are there more? Yes. If you need help diagnosing, by all means call us. FICMRepair.com, we're here for you. We're not trying to sell you nothing. I mean, we do sell everything, that's very true, but the goal is just to help you. And I hope this video and our other videos in our series help as well. And if they do, like and subscribe. We appreciate it. It makes a difference. Thank you very, very much. FICMRepair.com, we're all in this together. Thanks for watching.